Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we are going to do t-test in R. T-test is used to compare two groups with small sample size. So let's first import the dataset empty cars, and this is the dataset that we have taken. So for t-test we use a function t.test, and in the first argument we will mention the two groups. Here I have taken column HP from empty cars and column AM. So AM has two values 0 and 1. So if I state empty cars $HP versus empty cars $AM, so it will take two groups of HP, one where AM is 0 and another where AM is 1. So let's run this first and see what we will get. We will go through other arguments later one by one. So here you can see in the console there is a value T which is for T-score, DF which stands for degrees of freedom, and the p-value for the T-score. It is also mentioned alternative hypothesis. As I've described before doing the statistical test, we have to mention or describe null and alternative hypothesis. In layman terms, null hypothesis means that the two groups are not different, whereas alternative hypothesis means two groups are different. So here alternative hypothesis states that a difference in means between group 0 and 1 is not equal to 0. That means two groups are different. The next thing you get is a 95% confidence interval. If you cannot understand these terms, I have described the concept of t-test as well as these terms in my previous video, and I will provide a link in the description below. The next thing you get is the mean of both the groups. So let's go through these arguments. You can see that it is Welch two sample t-test and not the student t-test that we have discussed previously. What is the difference? I've told you before about the statistical assumptions we take before doing these tests. So there is an assumption called homogeneity of variance. Student t-test assume that this assumption is valid, whereas Welch two sample t-test or Welch t-test does not take this assumption into account. If you can see, there is an argument called var.equal that stands for homogeneity of variance. Its default value is false. That means it is not taken into consideration. Let's change it into true. I will run this again. And now I will get two sample t-test, which is the student t-test. Whereas previously I was getting Welch sample t-test. Okay, so the next argument that I have is alternative. So alternative argument stands for one tail and two tail test. By default, its value is two dot sided, that stands for two tail. I can actually change it to either less or I can change it to greater. So now I will run this and I will get these values for a one tail t-test with tail towards right hand side. If you can see, alternative hypothesis will also state that difference in means is greater than 0. The next argument that we have is paired. Before going there, I will talk about this argument CONF dot level, the last one. It actually gives the level of confidence interval. As we have seen, right now we are getting 95% confidence interval. Let's change it to 0.90, and when I will run this, now I am getting 90% confidence in. Now let's go to paired. Paired is actually used for a paired t-test. Right now we were doing independent sample t-test, or it is also called two sample t-test. Now what we can go for is paired t-test, and for paired t-test we mention paired and we change the default value from false to true. So let's run this, and you are getting an error that not all arguments have the same length, because in case of paired t-test you should have equal values in both the groups. So here I will create two different groups by creating two different variables. In HP underscore AM00, I will take the values of HP where AM is equal to 0, and in HP underscore AM01 I will take the values of HP where AM is equal to 1. In both the cases I have mentioned C parenthesis 1 colon 10, which will take only 10 values in each variable. Now let's run this, and you can see that both the variables have equal number of values. So let's run the t-test with this. Here I will assign both the variables to x and y, which are actually indicators of two different groups. Let's run this, and now you can get paired t-test without any errors. Now let's go for one sample t-test. Now one sample t-test is when you are comparing your group to the population. For that, you have to mention your group and you have to give another argument mu, that means mu. Mu is argument for population mean and you have to set a value for this. So when I will run this, I will get the estimates. Here you can see that you are getting all the estimates like t-score, degrees of freedom and p-value. So you can directly from p-value understand is the difference between the groups significant or not. That's it for today. Thanks for watching. If you learned something from the video, please like, share and subscribe the channel.